mixture problems. Now, we're going to look at solving problems involving obtaining a new concentration from two different concentrations. And our examples will relate generally to healthcare. Now, if you, for example, have a mixture here, and there is another mixture over here, and this is, for example, 20% concentration, and this has a 10% concentration. When you mix them together in a new container, you're going to have a concentration that is between 10% and 20%. You cannot have a concentration that is at 20% or above once you start mixing them. And you cannot have a concentration that is at 10% or below when you start mixing them. Alright? Remember now, they have to be the same chemicals, the same medication, etc. And you select how much of one to mix with the other. You might want, for example, a 15% concentration. It could be 16% concentration. It could be 13% concentration. Whatever the concentration is, anywhere between 20 and 10%. Alright? Now, let us look at an example of this. Here, a pharmacist needs to fill an order for a 3% lidocaine topical cream. However, only 2% and 5% concentrations are in stock. Question is, how much of the 5% concentration should be mixed with 50 grams? So it could be that 50 grams of the 2% concentration are available, or it could be from the limit of the container that you're going to mix them in. But you have 50 grams of the 2% concentration available. You want to get that 3% concentration. How much of the 5% concentration should you mix with it? So let's see what happens. 3% concentration lidocaine topical cream. You want 3%. This is what you want. What do you have? You have 50 grams. 50 grams of the 2% concentration lidocaine. You want to mix it. So you say plus. Now, you don't know how many grams of 3% concentration. So you say X grams of 5% concentration, I mean. You want a certain amount of the 3% concentration. 3% lidocaine topical cream. You have 50 grams of 2% of the cream. You're going to add it to a certain amount, X grams, of the 5% concentration that you also have. It could be that you have a large amount, ample amount of 5% concentration, but only 50 grams of 2%. You want 3%. Alright, so how does this go? How much amount of the 3% are you going to have in the end? It's going to be 50 grams from the 2% that you mix, plus the X grams from the 5% that you mix. And you're going to add together to give 50 grams of 2% plus X grams of 5%. Alright. Now, it shows that X will be the amount of the 5% concentration that you mix. So, let us see how this goes. Remember, this is 50 grams plus X grams of the 3%. 3% is 3 out of 100. So what we can say is 50 grams plus X grams of, which is times 3 out of 100, is equal to 50 grams of 2%, which is 2 out of 100, plus X grams of, remember of means multiply, of 5%, which is 5 per 100. Now, these, let's multiply them out. 3 over 100 by 50. So you have 50 times 3 out of 100, so you multiply here. So you multiply the 3 out of 100 by X. So it's plus X. So that's X there that you want. X times 3 out of 100 is equal to, okay, this is what? 50 by 2 is 100. 100 over 100 is 100. So this is going to be 50 by 2 up top. Or you could say 50 into 50, 150 to 100, 2. 2 cancel 2, right? But this is going to be 1. When you work out this part, you get 1. Plus, well, in this case, you'd have to say 5 over 100x. Right? So, x is what you're calculating here. Now, let's see what happens. You want to find x. 50 out of 50 by 3 out of 100 is what? And say 15, 51, 15 to 100 is 2. This is 3 over 2. Alright? So, this is 3 over 2 plus x times 3 out of 100. You see that? So, x times 3 out of 100. We're going to put everything in decimal after a while. Plus 500x. No, let's put everything in decimal. Oh, I want to write it this way. 3 out of 2 is what? Well, 3 over 2, that's 1.5, which is 1.5. Plus 3 out of 100 is what? In decimal, if you divide 100 by 100, move the point 3 places to the left, you get 1. You must do it here too. So you're going to get a point and 0. and 1 0 in front of the 3. So it's 0.03, but you put a 0 in front of this. So you get 0.03 times x equals this 1 plus 5 out of 100. It's going to be 0.05 x that you have here. So you see that? Now, suppose you subtract. Say you subtract 0.05x. And you do it from both sides. You have to do it from both sides. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the next side. You will have 1.5 plus 0.03x. You're subtracting it from the left. So you minus 0.05x. You see that? Equals. You have 1 plus 0.05x. Well, you're subtracting now. Minus 0.05x. Now what you notice happen? You have 1.5, 0.03 minus 0.05 is what? So you have 0.03x in this case. So 0.03 minus 0.05. And let me put in the zeros since I'm saying 0. 0.03 minus 0.05 equals, you're going to have a negative 0.02. So minus 0.02x equals, now notice 0.05x minus 0.05x, that is 0. That's gone. Alright? So all you have over here is 1. Now, we need to deal with that 1.5 over here. So we subtract 1.5. And remember, you have to do it to both sides. Anything you do to one side of the equation, you must do it to the next side as well. So you have 1.5 minus 0.02x equals 1. But you say you're minusing 1.5 from the left, you must minus 1.5 from the right as well. Here 1.5 minus 1.5 is how much? 0, so that's gone. So you have negative 0.02x here equals 1 minus 1.5 is negative 0.5. So negative 0.02x equals negative 0.5. What do you do next? You must divide by negative 0.02. So negative 0.02x, so now negative 0.02x over negative 0.02. What happens here? This cancels itself. So you have x equal. And when you divide by negative 0.02 here, you say what is 0.5 over 0.02? So you figure that one out. So here, negative 0.5 divided by negative 0.02 equals 25. You will see that it's the same as 0.5 over 0.02. Right? So x is 25. So basically, how much of the 5 5% concentration do you need? What you need, you need 25 grams of the 5% concentration. Now here, 25 grams. So what you have is 50 grams of the 2% plus 25 grams of the 5% to get a total of 75 grams of the 3% concentration. Alright? Now, if you have 2%, you have 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you want. Notice now, 3 is less than halfway between 2 and 5. See that? Now, that means you're not going to mix as much 25% with the 5%. Only 25 grams you need. Let me say that again. You won't need as that any large amount of 5% to mix with the 2%. Alright? You only need 25 grams. Now, we're going to do a little modification to this problem and see what's going to happen in our next video.